Hey guys, how's it going? Kevin Cleary here with a first impressions video on a new brand for me, new model from this particular brand. This is Petrified Fish. Just wanted to quickly show before I get you the knife that I was pretty happy with. I've opened this up partially, but I was pretty happy with the extras that it comes with. So there's a microfiber cloth here. There are extra washers and extra body screws. And I thought all of those were pretty nice touches to me. The knife comes in a little baggy. I've already taken it out so that I don't struggle with it on camera. So let's get this box out of the way and take a look at the knife itself. There you go. This is the Petrified Fish Beluga. And I've seen a couple of, other YouTubers talking about petrified fish. I haven't really paid any attention to them because frankly, there's so many new overseas manufactured brands out there that I just can't follow every single one of them. And I get a little bit tired of trying, in fact, but I saw this particular model. I didn't even know who made it. Someone shared this on Instagram, and I thought it was such a nice looking knife that I really wanted to try one out. So I went ahead, touched base with Justin, and asked if he had any, and if he could send me one, and he did, and he has. So there you go. You're now looking at the Petrified Fish Beluga. Quick rundown on, sort of the features here. The blade is one of the big things that drew me to the knife. We've got this sort of blackwash finish, large, full-bellied, flat ground, slicey blade. Nice fuller here, which also serves to allow you to open the knife, which to me, that's a really, really nice touch. And I would have been happy with just that, but it also has a front flipper that's fairly unobtrusive. Now, I'll tell you, I'm not a huge front flipper guy, but I don't mind in this case since it's not really messing with anything. It's sort of up there out of the way. But I would say 99% of the time when I'm opening this, I use the fuller and either open it with my thumb or a Spidey flick. Blade steel is K110. There is, I wasn't clear enough. I was hoping for a stonewashed version. You guys know I'm not a big fan of black blades usually. This does have a black blade. I'll probably be okay. So this is available though in stonewash, and I would lean towards that. K110 steel is decent budget steel. It's nothing to write home about, but it's not bad either. Moving on to the handle and the action, it is a liner lock on bearings. Pretty typical of a lot of the overseas produced stuff these days. Very smooth, very fast, enjoyable action, so no complaints there at all. Contour G10, which I will say is a plus. And this knife, the feeling in hand is very, very good. Okay, this is really, I have to say, pretty nice in terms of ergonomics. The pocket clip is worth mentioning since it's done in a really cool way. So you'll notice there's the screws there fit flush, and they're actually going through the sort of the tail of the pocket clip, if you will, which actually slides into a slot here between the scale and the frame. And you can see you can switch it over to left side tip up carry by pulling that out and putting it in on this side. So that's a really, really nice way of doing that. And I wanted to just give credit for that before moving on. So those are the main features that were interesting to me. Overall, though, the design is what particularly draws me. I find this quite pleasing to the eye. And add to that a really nice blade profile, and they've done a really nice job on the clip. And these are pretty budget-friendly knives. So for all of those reasons, I kind of like this steel, or kind of like this knife. Sorry, I was thinking I had steel on the brain there for a second. The size and weight on this, it's definitely on the large-ish side. It's not massive, but you guys know I tend to like the bigger stuff. This feels a little bigger than it actually is. So it's only 8 5/16, so just a little bigger than a pair of two. To give you an idea, a pair of two is 8 1/4, and this is like a 1/16 of an inch bigger, but in hand it feels much larger, and the blade, because of the way it's ground and the way it sort of relates to the handle, just feels more substantial. Um, so 8 5/16 overall, 3 5/8 on the blade length. So that's a nice big bit of blade for a knife of this size. It's 4 5/8 closed. All right, so that's how much room it's going to take up in your pocket. It is 5.5 ounces, so pretty hefty knife. And the grip area on this is a pretty generous 4 1/8 inches. So lots and lots of grip area. I will show you, or maybe, hold on, do I have a flashlight here? Yep. So if you take a look internally, trying to do this without flooding out, there you go. You can see that it is milled to save weight, and it's good that they did that, because, otherwise the thing might be pushing 6 ounces. But 5.5 ounces is not that big of a deal. And so we have a pretty nicely done knife. My initial thought is I like this actually a little more than I perhaps initially thought I would. I first thought, hey, I like the design, so let's give it a try. Once I got it in hand and I realized that I could spidey flick it, and how comfortable it feels in hand, I kind of thought, this is maybe better than I initially gave it credit for. So Petrified Fish Beluga, first impression is quite positive. Obviously, I will give this some time and let you know how it works out over a couple of months or so with a full review. So don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and make sure you turn on notifications so that you'll see when that full review finally does drop. All right, thanks a lot for watching. Check out the channel sponsors down below. We will talk to you soon.